Well, this is the hardest video I've ever had to make so far. You know, me and Laura's thing is that we never sugarcoat anything, and we're always like brutally honest about stuff. And so I got to stop the bullshit. I got to be brutally honest with you guys. Why I made a video being like, I don't even know why I made that video. It was so not what's going on. And I feel I owe it to you guys to tell you what's really going on. And it's not good. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to talk about this, really. I talked about it today. I went to an AA meeting today and I broke down. This never happened before. Never gone into tears at an AA meeting, but that's what happened a couple of hours ago. I'm really, really struggling. I'm really struggling, and it's got really bad. It's got really bad. So last year I got 8 years sober. Oh, this is so weird to say. Last week I got 8 years sober on August 15th. And yesterday I was trying to buy drugs on the phone. I don't want to go into how you do it because that's triggering, and I don't want people to know, but there's an easy way to get drugs these days. And I signed up for this thing, and I had 8 guys or 9 guys on standby to come and bring me enough drugs to probably kill me. So that's where I've got to. I didn't do it. There's a whole other part to this story that I don't know if I'm going to even talk about now. I might tell you about it on Thursday, I don't know. But what's happened is that I, broadly speaking, do I go into details? If you're sober, is there any point, just write in the comments, is there any point me going into details about, the drunkalogue of what actually happened to me, or is it just triggering for people? I don't know. But the broad strokes of it is, I tried to get drugs. Something in me made me delete that app. There was a whole drama yesterday, which the police were involved in. God, why do I do this to myself? Why don't I just keep this stuff to myself? I don't know. I tell you something though, I'm not talking about it at meetings. Like I talked about it today, but I'm not talking to people in real life, and this is the only way I can get it out. So this is valuable to me to be able to tell you guys this stuff. And I feel like a fraud being like, I've done my step videos, I've got a, The program works. The program works, and thank God I've still got 8 years sober. I didn't go through with it. I deleted the app. But man, this is a cunning, powerful disease, like it says in the book. This disease wants me alone, and then it wants to kill me. I know that in my head, I know that in my heart, but then my head will tell me other things. And I think this has been a journey, is this even recording? I hope so. You guys have seen my you've seen my journey, my struggles. Like, oh, I'm going to do this for my depression. I'm going to do that for my depression. I'm using the 12 steps on my depression. You know, you can go back through the videos. I've been struggling with this for years. I just feel like sometimes I feel like there's no end to this like existential pain of just life, and it's nothing to do with the externals. Everything externally is great. I love my kids. I love Laura. I love my life. I love creating. I love talking to you guys. But man, that doesn't affect the mental health side of the depression. It doesn't. Nothing seems to even leave it. Nothing seems to even make a dent. I thought, if I make a lot of money, I won't be depressed. And I thought if I get, well known, I won't be depressed. It's not true. Both of those things haven't worked. And in a way, that makes me more depressed. I'm like, well, what the fuck then? At least when you have those goals, you can convince yourself that that's going to make you better. And as I say, it's got nothing to do with the kids. And the kids are the reason I didn't go through with it. The kids and Laura are the reason I didn't go through with it. So before you leave comments like, oh, think about your kids, that's the reason I didn't go through with it. If it wasn't for them, I would have done it. I would have done it. And I wasn't trying to get enough just to get high, put it that way. Yeah, there's a whole other part to this story, but the one thing that I'm keeping hold of now is that I don't want to let you guys down. I feel like I've let everyone down, and I'm going to keep making these videos, even if it's hard. I'm never going to miss a Tuesday or a Thursday. I'm just not going to do it. And I'm sorry if this is hard to watch, and I'm sorry if this is triggering. I'm going to try and get my way out of this, and I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I know the problem. The problem is that I haven't had a sponsor for... You guys know. You're like my AA meeting for the past 3 years. I haven't had a sponsor. I have had a sponsor. I do have a sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. I get rid of the sponsor. This is the worst I've felt the week after getting 8 years. So I need to make a change. I need to make a change. Anyway, I'm never going to miss a day. I'll be back on Thursday. I'll tell you more about this. I'll tell you all the backstory to how I got here. But I just want you guys to know I didn't use. I was inches away from using enough to end it. And the craziest thing is I called my old sponsor. Laura contacted my old sponsor's wife, and my old sponsor called me, and I was just driving. I don't even know where I was going. I was just driving, and he texted me and said, there's help. I've been there. So I called him back, and he told me that there's a guy who he was working with, and I'm not breaking any anonymity by telling this story. Just a super successful guy who we had an appointment to meet my sponsor 10 a.m. tomorrow to start doing the steps. He had multiple years of sobriety. He'd gone out. He was coming back. 10 o'clock tomorrow, he was going to meet my sponsor. He hung himself last night. So I'm taking his spot. God, why am I even doing it? Why am I even... Well, I don't talk to anyone else. That's the reason I'm making these videos. I don't talk to anyone else. I literally don't talk to anyone else. I talk to you guys, and that's it. Even in a meeting, I don't really... Today was the first time I said what had happened, and I broke down in tears. And I was so embarrassed, but everyone was so amazing. What I've done wrong is that I've not been doing the program thoroughly. I've been picking and choosing. I've been like, oh, I'm not going to have a sponsor for a while. I'm not going to go to meetings. I can't not go to meetings, and I can't not have a sponsor. You know the story. I had 10 years. I went out when I was 40. I got 8 years back. I was going to go out again. I didn't use. Something stopped me. My kids stopped me. I'm not going to, they're too important to me, and they don't know any of this, obviously. So, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be inauthentic. I don't want to be one of these people who, like a health influencer, sobriety influencer. It's a fucking... I'm struggling. I'm really struggling, and the only way I can get out of it is by talking about it, and that's why I'm talking to you guys. And that's what sobriety can be like sometimes. It can be struggling. Well, if you don't do it, the steps, which I haven't been doing. So, maybe there was a reason the last video's sound was all broken up. Maybe it was God saying to me, you're not being authentic. I'm going to mess the sound up. Anyway, come back on Thursday. Let's keep talking about it. On Thursday, I upload Tuesday 10 a.m., Thursday 10 a.m., and I always talk about what's going on. I'm pretty brutally honest, as you can tell. And it's just... The idea was trying to make you guys feel better, but now this channel's about trying to make me feel better. Maybe that's what it always was about. Who knows? I love you guys. Let's speak on Thursday.